But you know what the weird thing is? I never believed in God all my life yet, and this is what happened. For 3 weeks before he died, every night he was saying his speech. I say, "What are you saying, Char? What are you saying, Char?" Because he always say Charlie, but yeah. He was speaking in tongues in his sleep and he couldn't wake up. Speaking in tongues. I couldn't believe what I was hearing because obviously I knew some of his language. It wasn't that, and I even nudged him and said, Char, you alright? Char, you alright? He went, yeah, I'm alright. And then he went back to sleep, and then in the morning I said, you were speaking in a mad language last night? He went, yeah, no, I was speaking to God. Even this, I'll tell you this as well. Bear in mind, never believed in God, not Christian, not nothing, well, I believe I'm a Christian now, but anyway, I said, Charlie, I says, you know what I want for us? Now we've got this nice house and that, I want a grey cat. He went, I'll pray for you tonight. Next morning, the grey cat was on the windowsill. I couldn't believe it. I was in shock. She was grey at the top and just white underneath a bit, so it was still a grey cat. He said, I said, what should we call her? I said, I can't believe that. He went, yeah, I prayed to God last night, and that's how the cat came along, and I couldn't believe it because I'm thinking, bloody hell, I've never been christened. My mum says I'm a Protestant, but and he was praying in tongues in his sleep before he died. And also, like literally, I know there's a God now because speaks to me in my sleep. I have some mad dreams, and I know when something's going to happen. It's like they don't believe in psychic, the Bible, but however, that's involved in it. That's having a godly spirit in my eyes, anyway.
What's your name?
My name's Nicola Julie Pritchard, 19 for the 3rd, 79, I'm 42.
Where did you grow up?
Beginning when I was younger, it was Langley.
Yeah.
In Middleton. I've lived on Burnside, I lived Windermere, I've lived Millbeck Drive as well, with my nan and granddad before they died, God bless her, mum cancer in the end. But my granddad had stomach cancer, then it went into his bowels, then it went into his lungs, but my nana just had lung cancer, so they both died of lung cancer, 56, 57. Anyway, 56, 57. My nana, God bless her, because I remember her saying to me one time, I was only 11 and she'd smoked for 45 years and she died at 96, Wow. And I was drawing under the table at 11, and she went, Nicola, I thought, oh, been caught. I went, what, Nan? She went, I want to get rid of these bleeding frigging cigarettes. She says, I smoked for 45 years and I'm not feeling too good. I went, man, I know, think of something. So you know what I have to go and do? Rob a shop of loads of packets of Polo Mints. Come back. I said, Nana, every time you want a cig, have a Polo Mint. So I took the cigs off and I started smoking.
Yeah.
Because I put them in my pocket then, and Berkeley Red, the big ones, and give her the Polo Mints. But I got her off cigarettes. Because every time she worked one, I said, just have a Polo Mint. Yeah. But I started bloody smoking then.
You started smoking?
Yeah. Listen to this as well. On the 2nd of February this year, I had seizures because I tried to just cut the vodka out. Because I thought, I've had enough of this. Bloody 10 weeks and they're taking piss. Anyway, excuse me language. But yeah, so I tried to stop it 4 days. I was having seizures. I woke up in hospital. I didn't know I was having seizures. I said, why am I in here? They went, been having seizures, Nicola, and by the way, you're COVID positive for 19. I went, I've not had no symptoms. I've been a smoker all my life. I says, I had no symptoms, like. She went, no, some people don't, Nicola, anyway. So there was some treatment that, and I left. And on the 19th of March, on my 42nd birthday, that's my birthday, 19th of the 1st, 79, On my birthday, I was in hospital for 6 days. You know why?
Why?
Hemorrhaging from the lungs, coughing up blood. Like, I thought it was like phlegm when you were smoking. Cough up thick phlegm.
Yeah.
But it weren't. It was thick blood, light phlegm, but it was no phlegm in it. Just fucking thick blood. 6 days I stayed in there, had some treatment, then discharged myself because I think shake, rattle and roll, shake, rattle and roll, I'm writing for fucking vodka. They better hurry up this detox and rehab. I've had enough. I'm begging them.
So tell me
I'm getting assaulted, like, go on.
Tell me a little bit about you growing up. Did you go to school?
Yeah. I went to Hotwood.
College.
Hotwood County Primary School.
Yeah.
First.
Yeah.
Then Stonmore first. They're both in Heywood.
Yeah.
And I didn't even, what I did, I was stupid. Because what I did was, with my mate, was we wanted, basically I wanted some weed. And it was solids back then.
Yeah.
But I had no money. So I went in, broke into my school, Stonmore High School, through the door of the, what do you call it? Where you eat food.
Canteen.
There you go. The door of the canteen, I got in through that. Went upstairs, there was loads of computers, but there was the old big screens, you know, the fat ones, and the bottom, so I thought, I can't take them, I couldn't even pick one up. So I went downstairs and robbed all the bloody food. And then got bad.
Yeah.
Well, suspended, actually.
Excluded.
Getting expelled afterwards, but anyway, it's another story. Fucking yeah, I got suspended for so many weeks, couple of weeks, and then went back. But then I went back and actually did get the computer room robbed.
The computer room.
Yeah, so then I got expelled. I thought, no, what have I done?
Did you get in trouble home?
I got the boys in there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Did you get in trouble with your parents?
I'm always fucking grounded back then. Excuse me language again. Effing Jeffing. Yeah. My name's Nick's the lyrical rap, so you want me to spit some bars, I will. I'll tell you now, I don't give a shit and don't give a fuck, you will. Stand to my and pray to my. Get on your hands and knees and you better not cry. Sorry, I don't know. I just it comes out naturally. I think, what the friggin' hell I'm saying? I've never done that before. I'm thinking, bloody hell, next day I'm definitely going to be a rap star. Something. And I make someone laugh anyway.
Yeah. So after school, what did you do?
I've told you what my qualifications are, but I got them in jail. So.
Did you been to prison?
What happened was I took a charge for this guy. He did a street robbery. Basically, there was a guy at a cash machine, and when he's got the money out, he's going to give me money. He snatched it, took it. So I was done for robbery because I wouldn't open my mouth about the guy. So I got 18 months indeterminate sentence with public protection, so basically lifed off. About Rose West in there as well. Well, that's another story I'll tell you in a minute. I took a charge for Shabir Iqbal, the fucking twerp. Anyway, because he didn't actually take, I'm going to tell the truth now. Yeah, right. He didn't actually take it, he made me win. But because he beat me up all the night before and he put me in the dustbin.
He put you in the dustbin?
Yeah, and I got up and I was in Burnley, so I didn't where I was, didn't know how to get back. And then when we were walking down the street together.
Was that your partner?
I took a beating off him. No, I just had sex with him once. It was like a one night stand because I quickly got off from there. Let me tell you. He said, get that money there. Basically, it was him that told me to do it. Because I was scared of him from the night before and this, that and the other and that. I went and actually snatched the money off the guy.
Yeah.
Felt bad. But I only got 20 quid and I was turn around and give it him.
You give him the rest?
Then I got off him. I just got away from him. I did get him arrested, but I got him out because I felt bad. I know, but I don't want to be called Nicky Snitchard and not Nicky Pritchard. Do you know what I'm saying? Sorry, Well, that's how it is, man. That's how it is, and I'm fucking sick of it. I want to do the biz on the head. Fuck off. I'll stand my head on the floor and I'll tell you some more. Fuck off, you knobheads. I'm sick of these rapists and these fucking knobheads. Had enough, mate. Like, I literally, I went killing someone because I can't give a statement to the police because Nicky snitch hard. Do you know what I want to do? Put an invisible pin through my lip with some cotton on and go like that.
Yeah.
Fucking twerps. Excuse me language, but you know what?
Yeah.
Blame your mother.
So you took the charge and you've been sent to prison?
Yeah, and I got 18 months in the determinate sentence of public protection, but because I was getting drugs in there,
Was
and
you?
I was, no, not for me,
Yeah.
to sell, to make dollars, to put in my account. I couldn't get a parole. I went for 3 paroles. Couldn't get none of them. And then they come to me, they went, Nicola, pack your stuff. I've been in Martinall, I've been in Style, Martinall, Fossenall, Newhall, High Point, Cookenwood, Downview, Holloway and Low Newton. Right? I've
This
been
all
in
the prison?
every single one of them because what happened was getting drugs in for somebody else. I was doing a favour really. Do you know what I mean? And selling the drugs, earning money, and they come in and spun me one day, but they never got nothing off me because I didn't have no drugs on me. Do you know what I mean? So, but they come in, they went, Nicola, it's like bloody Tesco's in here. You know, because I had every toiletry, every, you name it was all stocked up. I had all clothes piled up. I was getting so many parcels in, but not drug parcels. But I got one sent in to someone else and got done for conspiracy to supply cook and wood whilst in the jail. They put me down the seg. I was waiting for my mum's to trial. Guess what I got? Not fucking guilty. Because they only had me passing a message on the phone. But it was inadmissible in court. So they couldn't fucking use it.
Yeah.
Me going, size 5. Thingy, good. I know, Leslie Goff. That's what her name was.
Yeah.
Size 5, Leslie Goff. Yeah, tell Dave that, please. Got phone now. Whether I was innocent or not, it's irrelevant now because I got off with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
I want to, and you know what else happened in that jail? The reason why that happened is because the Leslie Goff, they caught the trainers,
Yeah.
had all big grids in, stacked to the 9s.
Wow.
With diazepam in there as well.
Mm.
And yeah, but I don't know who that was. I ain't got a fucking clue. It's one of them. But at the end of the day, yeah, they found him in the trainers because she opened her mouth to every Tom, Dick and Harry in there. Wait, and she kept mithering because they did parcels on a weekend in jail in Cookenwood then. And she kept mithering, putting apps. I didn't know about all this. Putting loads of apps in. I found it, caught it. You know, the guy that sent it in,
Yeah.
DNA.
The DNA.
He got 7 years, did half of that. And he'd never been in jail in his life. He didn't smoke, didn't drink, nothing. Owned a travel agency.
Wow.
So, because of her.
Because of who? That girl.
Leslie Butt, B-double-T. That's slag, right?
Wow.
And she was a slag because she was having a, well, anyway, there was an attempt on me, you know, and
Seriously?
she was in her 40s at the time. I was in probably about, well, 21ish. Yeah.
So how long have you been in jail in
And
total?
she's with a black girl called Adele Simons. How long was in jail?
How long you was in jail
Well,
in
I was
total?
in 2000, got out, and that was a driving offence. 2001 got out driving offence. 2002 got out driving offence. Was out in 03.
Yeah.
Went in 04 for a charge I actually didn't do nothing and got acquitted in trial.
Yeah.
And did 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Was out till 2018, walked into the wrong door by accident. And I didn't mean to do it, but it was classed in a free or something, I don't know.
You walked to a different...
Literally, I just got a new gaff in Darnell,
Yeah.
in Haywood. And I only just got it, and I popped out, so I was making a chicken curry, a big pot of chicken curry. And I wanted some garlic granules because I didn't have enough. So I went to the shop, but I left my door open, but just unlocked, not open. Nowhere of a lie. I walked back and walked into the wrong bloody door. Got out 2 days later because they put me in Yorkshire. And I said, no, I need to be near my family, Rochdale or Haywood.
Yeah.
So I was in there for 2 days and 0121 did one, bought loads of bloody pre-gabbling and this, that and the other thinking, and subbies and all that, and thinking, well, that'll get me by in jail, because when you go in jail, you don't get nothing for 2 weeks, like, literally, it's hard for the first couple of weeks.
Tell me a little bit about jail life.
What, jail life?
Yeah.
They're all bitches. Enough said. They're all bullies, bitches, and they want what they can't have, and because I always have whatever they need. It's like, for example, this is what I did, yeah? Because I had money in my account, I had a lot of dollar in my account at the time. I was getting my mum to transfer money to my ex-partner that I actually fucked off because he got out and left me for 6 weeks in jail with nothing. And we were writing cards after cards after cards. I got my mum to transfer 400 quid to his account. I didn't hear a fucking thing off him. Straight up, I thought, what? I'm looking after my man in jail while I'm in jail.
Wow.
So he got fucked right off. The other girl that he got with after, he's told lies to. She cracked me, but now we're best of mates. Because now he's with another girl that's also bullied me. So I don't know what the fuck he said. What's all this about? Never mind the old man, he's done something out, but there was some done.
Wow.
Before.
What happened to you?
She's a bully, she's called Michelle Farrer. I told the police, but because I hadn't done a statement, because I don't want to get, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
People can make mistakes, but when I'm in town, I have to go there daily for my medication, and I'm in town, I'm having to look left, right and centre, because I don't know what he said, but it's me that fucked him off. So he's obviously telling lies, because apparently she's been bullying a lot of people lately through whatever he said. But I don't know if that's true because I wasn't there. So I'm sick of it, the bullying. But I can't do a statement because I don't like being a grass snitch hard. You know what I mean? And it's doing me head in because people are saying, Nikki, you need to report this. You need to report this. And my head's killing, I've got bad head injuries. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm in a lot of pain when I walk. Can you see my head?
Wow. Yeah.
I couldn't even get round there with the shade because I can't see, but it's there somewhere. I've got a few of them, head injuries. And wow, hell of a lot more. Car went over me there, got that there. Bruises just going there, not there, not there. Like, why are people assaulting me? I do nothing wrong, I'm a nice person. Sorry, I don't mean to cry.
Why are they picking on you?
No reason, just like, because I walk on my own, right? I do my own thing. I get what I need for myself, and because of people owe me money, and I've stopped looking after him now.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just walk alone now, but I get bullied because they know I don't report it. But they still call me Nicky Snitch because I get a free ride from the police to get me away from there. Because the good people, I believe, they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the police, but because I always wave at him, got to save him sat on the benches outside Arizona on Drake Street. I always wave and they go, "Hi Nicky, you alright?" And they stop and talk or whatever. If they're busy, they'll go and just wave. But because I do that and I respect the police, that's why they call me Nicky Snitch. But they're just doing a bloody job. I wish I was a police officer. Do you know what I mean? I'd do good for people.
Yeah. Do you use any drugs?
No, a bit of cannabis now and then.
Do you use alcohol?
Yeah, alcohol.
How long have you been using alcohol for?
6 years since my partner died. He died in 2015. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
But I blocked the month and the day out because I don't want to grieve on that day, if you know what I mean. Because I'm still grieving because he was a good partner, but I think it was my fault.
Why?
Because he got a bit violent one night down the stairs, and I went down the stairs, went on the floor, and then he got the, because they had a big, nice fitted kitchen, black and grey and that, and there was an handle, you know, like a cupboard right there. So when he got down the stairs, he whacked me with that as well.
Wow.
So I kicked him out and got rid of him, but then now I'm still grieving, you know what I mean? Because then he died that night, and
the same night?
He died when I kicked him out, and I don't know if it was the same night or the next night, but it was very soon that I kicked him out. He's gone to Manchester under the bridge where all the homeless people live, and died. I got given spice. Dickhead. But I don't know, I think he might have got spikes with it. Anyway, legalised shops shut down now, thank God, but it's still coming through. And then I've known of other people dying as well since. What they're doing, they're all going mental. I think, why are they taking that? It's not a natural herb. It's not. It's like just pure chemicals.
Full of chemicals.
It's absolutely wrong.
Very wrong.
Why are people selling that? What, just for their own gain?
Do you think you depend on alcohol?
I am a dependent on alcohol. But when Charlie died 6 years ago, I was on like 2 litres of vodka a day. But now, I cut myself down, I'm on a 70 cl. You know, so...
How does alcohol make you feel?
Stop from withdrawing, stop from being sick. Every morning I'm sick, like throwing up, bile. So struggling to eat as well. And just throwing up basically. I don't stop being sick until I've got vodka inside me. It's not nice. I won't wish it on my worst enemy. You just better hurry up with this. Could you help me? Get a detox and rehabilitation off community drug team.
Yeah.
John needs my worker, he's called John. Well, I keep going in and I'm not getting nowhere.
I can do that for you. I can phone them up for you tomorrow if you want.
Please.
I will do that. If you come back here tomorrow, I'll phone them for you. You know.
I have nowhere to stay tonight though. Don't let him want to stay.
How long have you been homeless?
I've got a place, but I told you, my boss, you know, the landlord.
Yeah.
Well, I can't get a key yet anyway, so I can't get in. So I thought, if I could get a zzz and set them up, because it's a mortise a lot. You can't get in. There's no windows, it's just like a big thick wooden door.
Yeah.
Mortise lot, you can't get in. I've even been thinking like, it's probably going to be a shithole basically in there.
So where's your key?
Got robbed again with me. I had an handbag, a black handbag.
Can you get a spare one?
I've got a backpack now. It's not that. No, because one, I've got no phone. Two, I don't know his number. Three, this is even worse. It's supposed to be on blood thinners, iron tablets, calcium tablets, antidepressants, antibiotics, antipsychotics, but, excuse me language, but because I wanted to lose weight. And pregabalin, that's the main one because of the nerve damage. So I've even had to buy them, but you don't know what you're buying, so I've just stopped. And I've been withdrawing off that because the withdrawals off them pregabalin are bad. But I got put on them by a specialist when I was in
prison.
Low Newton prison, yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Low Newton prison and I seen a specialist and they put me on all this medication. He said I need it all and I'm on nothing now.
Wow.
I've got doctors in, it's called Hive Doctors, in Rhodes, Middleton, somewhere up that way. My hands are killing me. I've got like, look, can you see my finger?
Yeah.
It's bad, isn't it? Osteoarthritis, I'm in a mess. I can't do this anymore, and I've got even bingo wings. Do you know what I mean? Because like, I used to train, didn't I? But now it's turned into fat.
Wow.
Thank you very much for watching Nikkis Story. We're now going to talk a little bit about it. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. It means a lot. Thank you. Nicola. I feel like Nikkis Story is a little all over the place, so I'm going to go in the order that she has spoke about it. So, she started smoking age 11 after getting her nan to quit smoking, which I'm going to try that trick. I'm going to go buy Polo Mints tomorrow.
But if you wanna get your
But it's the thought, isn't it, of smoking at 11. Like, it's young.
But do you think she started smoking at 11 because she was exposed to it?
They do say, again, this is just information gleaned off the front of a cigarette packet, smokers' children are more likely to start smoking.
Yeah.
I guess because they're around it, they're exposed to it. I don't know, do you feel like if you as a parent is smoke cigarettes, do you feel like you would be more lax towards your child or more anti it?
More anti it.
I was going to say, I am 100% more anti it. I'm like, do not touch those, do not start.
But then you're a hypocrite.
Is it hypocrite or is it just knowing what they do?
No, hypocrite, because you're preaching your daughter not to smoke, not to go near.
So all the addicts that say don't touch drugs are hypocrites? Or are they offering advice?
Yeah, but you can give it advice, but what's the point giving advice to someone you're not following the same advice?
Because it's still an addiction.
No, but I get that.
Don't judge me no different.
I'm not judging you.
It's an addiction.
What I'm trying to say to you, if you tell your daughter to stop smoking, not to try to smoke.
That's because, though, I think it is 100% easier not to do something than it is to give up something.
You're not practicing what you're preaching, basically.
Because I can't go back and not do it.
But you can stop.
Not everyone has got your willpower.
No.
So she suffered seizures when she stopped drinking vodka.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm naive. Maybe I've just lived a very sheltered life. But obviously I knew when you're an alcoholic you can get problems. Like I knew about like liver cirrhosis and stuff like that. I never realised that the withdrawal from alcohol was so physical.
Yeah.
I never realised that. Yeah, I knew about like shakes and stuff, but like full-blown seizures. I had no idea it could be so rough.
Yeah, it's rough.
Because people joke all the time, don't they? Like, oh, like I know I probably joke about some of my friends being like, oh, they're an alcoholic. Like you
You
tend to
that
make,
sometimes.
if the shoe fits. It's crazy, isn't it? How you like addiction's addiction, isn't it? It doesn't matter what you're addicted to.
Yeah,
But for
yeah.
some reason, some things are more socially acceptable to be addicted to than
What, like
others.
drinking?
Drinking compared to like crack cocaine.
Not smoking cannabis. What
See,
addiction?
I don't even think that's that bad.
What do you mean?
Well, as in, like, I don't think people look down on that.
It's normal now, like.
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot more normalised. Especially with it being made legal in some states in America and that.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like it's not frowned upon the same way as
But
it used to be.
would you recommend your daughter to smoke it?
No.
Why?
I don't know, this is going to sound really stupid. But all I have in my head is Jeremy Kyle.
What do you mean, Jeremy Kyle?
Because he was so anti-weed, being like, it makes you psychotic, it makes you crazy, it makes you paranoid, it makes you... That's like all I ever have in my head when it comes to weed is Jeremy Kyle.
Oh, JK, mess up your head.
No, there is a lot of, I don't want to say health benefits to it, but there is benefits to it.
Yeah.
Compared to, say, like, crack cocaine or alcohol, there's zero benefits to it.
Well, some people would disagree with you.
They would, but they'd have no basis for it.
Like alcohol makes other people relax.
I guess. But then I think even with cannabis, it's knowing when to draw the line, isn't it? It's knowing,
Yeah.
it's knowing when you're using it recreationally or when you've got a problem with it.
Depending how much you're abusing it as well.
I think the minute you have a problem or you think you're abusing, then you have to stop, don't you?
Yeah.
So she took a charge for a guy. She started off by saying she took the charge for the guy because she didn't want to snitch. But then it transpired that she did actually do the crime she was being charged for. She took the money.
Yeah,
But because she was scared, yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like coerced into it. And she got an 18-month sentence for that. I don't...
What? Elaborate.
How do you make sure that you raise a girl that isn't going to be walked all over by people? Because I think Nicola is a prime example of someone who has allowed people to walk all over her. Same as Victoria, who we did last week. Because yeah, let me, I was still speaking. Because they're so...
Go on.
I want to say desperate, but I don't mean it in a bad way, but they're so... They need that validation from other people.
Have you finished?
I think so.
I don't think she allowed people to walk all over her. She didn't allow that to happen. It happened, she's getting bullied. People are bullying her. You know, it's different between letting someone do that to you or someone bullying you.
Yeah.
So if she says she allowed people...
I didn't mean just that situation in particular, but a lot of what she talks about, she seems to allow people to walk all over her.
She don't like confrontation.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. How do you raise someone so that they don't? Like, what? Do you think you just instill more confidence in them, in their own ability, so they don't need the validation?
They don't need no validation. You need to assure them they're enough. They're good enough. No, they don't need people to tell them.
Don't need people to prove that.
Yeah.
So she was selling drugs in prison, which meant she couldn't get parole.
Yeah.
There's a big culture of selling drugs in prison, which I think goes largely untalked about. And it's crazy because prison, you would assume, or maybe I again would naively assume it's the one place you could not buy drugs, but it seems quite far.
I think you need to remember at the end of the day, people are human, you know. A prison officer is just someone like you and me, you know.
True.
With the right money, most people get corrupt.
Yeah.
Will get corrupt. That's what I'm saying.
Most people have a price.
Yeah. Most people have the price. Yeah. Have you got a price?
I don't want to say anything on camera. Put it this way, I would probably make a terrible prison officer. Do you know what? Not even. I don't think you'd even need to pay me. I would fall for the sob story. I don't think you'd even need to pay me.
I believe that.
100% fall for the story. I'd be like, he was wrongly convicted. He never did any of that. He wouldn't do that. I'm just trying to help him. Yeah.
I do believe that.
I'm an idiot. I would fall for that. So can we talk about the like snitching culture? Why is it so bad to tell the truth? As in, you get it drilled into you from a child, tell the truth, do not lie, and then suddenly as an adult, don't tell the truth, you'll be labelled a snitch.
Do you want to be labelled as a snitch?
No. but I'm saying, where does it switch?
Why are you asking me for?
No, as in, okay, as in, with the guy that she took the charge for,
Yeah.
he beat her.
Yeah.
She'd only met him a couple of days before, she didn't know him that well. She owed him nothing, he was not a friend. So why is it still viewed in situations like that as snitching? She don't owe him shit.
Oh, there's just my opinion. I think.
That's what I'm here for.
I think there's two different type of snitches, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you live that type of life and you hang around with the same type of people that they're doing crime, whatever they're doing, and you're part of that, I think
Then you can't.
you can't snitch. But if you're a civilian, nothing to do with.
He means a normal person. No one's going to know what you mean by civilian.
Seriously?
They're not! Unless they're rude, they're not going to know what you mean.
Oh, so normal person. If you're a normal person, you're allowed to snitch, because that's nothing to do with you. You're not part of this culture that you don't speak.
But then is it still viewed upon as snitching? I just don't understand where it goes from telling the truth to being snitching. Like that's what I don't get.
So if you're going to do a crime, right?
I would be the person that drops my phone. I would get us all caught.
And you get arrested and I get away.
Mhm.
You can't tell the officer it was me.
Why not? No, I'm joking. I get why not. I get it. I get it. I wouldn't tell them it was you. Promise.
No.
I wouldn't.
Thank you for letting me know.
I wouldn't snitch at you, but they don't have to take one look at me to know that I did not do it. It wasn't my idea. I don't know, like, I don't like it.
What?
As in, I don't like if you tell the truth, you're labelled as a snitch. Like, I feel bad for Nicola that she can't go to the police about being beaten up.
I think
because-
Nicola got the right to snitch.
Again, she was in the middle of speaking.
I'm listening.
Why do you think she's got the right? Like, I agree with you.
I think because she's a very vulnerable person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's being bullied. People are preying on her. And she got the right to report her.
Mm-hmm. But why does that get her labelled as a snitch? Like, that to me is not fair.
No, that's not.
Like, as much as she makes a joke out of it, it's not.
And especially with herself, with the people that she hangs around with, you can't be labelled as a snitch.
No. Because it'll just get you outcast from it. Now, the thing that Nikki said that interested me, surprised me, bear in mind her history, as in she's been to prison a fair few times, is that she respects the police. And that surprised me because I have never, I mean, this is no surprise, I've never been in trouble with the police.
I can tell.
But I don't respect them.
Why?
Not as a whole.
Mm.
I obviously am not going to label them all the same, and I do believe there is some that are just trying to do their job and make everywhere safer.
Mm.
But I think as a whole, like as a whole group, I would not say I respect the police because of some of the things they've done.
You see, that's something me and you can agree with.
But that's what I'm saying, like that surprised me considering what she's been through. She's been to prison. But she respects the police, and I think that reflects in her attitude towards them, as in like she will wave to them and talk to them.
Yeah. But then
that
again,
says that the officers that have arrested her and that have done a good job, like they've not.
Yeah. Because most of her offence is driving, probably drinking offence.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think she's a violent person or a violent criminal.
No.
She's not.
And I do appreciate that police are just trying to do their job, the majority of them, but it's the small minority that abuse the power that then ruin it for all of them. I don't know. But I don't respect them.
Yeah. I don't agree with what they do.
Mm-mm. I think there is better ways. But then, like many things, they are underfunded, understaffed. I appreciate that they're probably, most of them are doing the best they can or the best they know how. So she has been an alcoholic for 6 years since her partner died, which she feels responsible for because he assaulted her and then she kicked him out and he died, she wasn't sure either that night or the night after. That must, like me and you know, from even though we don't know the whole situation or anything, me and you know from hearing that probably wasn't her fault that he died, it's just
it's not her fault.
Bad timing.
Bad timing.
But that must be a hard thing to live with.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, what's going on, if you're going on a problem with someone, you have to make it right. The quicker you make it right is the better.
I'm a firm believer, like, don't go to bed mad at someone.
Yeah.
Not if you love them. If there's a good reason to be mad at them.
Even you don't love them, it's not about love. Just to be straight, you know. Now, the partners pass away, and they never cleared that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They never cleared that.
He's passed away on like a bad atmosphere.
Listen, so you can
which
never.
has left her feeling guilty.
You can never have that closure. So that's why she blamed herself. But it's not her fault.
And so the last two things I wanted to talk about is she doesn't go much into it, but she talks a little bit about being prescribed pregabalin and the withdrawal from it. Do you think doctors are too quick to prescribe stuff like that?
Yeah.
I agree with you.
There's a lot of patience.
I think doctors create a lot of problems with that one.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that are addicted to prescription medication, and
There's a lot.
It doesn't get talked about.
No, because the way we see it, if the doctor gives you,
it's safe.
it's safe.
Yeah.
No, the doctor
knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
And I know that they'll say, "Oh, the warnings are in the packet or in the safety." Who reads that leaflet? I mean, I do. But the majority of people who reads that leaflet, I do read that leaflet. But the majority of people will not read that, or they'll think.
No.
And even then, like, I know, like, when I had my wisdom teeth problem, I was taking really strong painkillers, and it says on the packet, like, not to take them for more than 3 days. But you carry on because you're in pain. I think the problem becomes then when that, like say when I had my wisdom teeth out, if I then carried on with the painkillers, that's when the problem begins.
Yeah.
But, like, I can see how it's easily done.
It's easy. But you think that it's from the doctor, you can't have.
You think that's alright, like, that's
It's
not going to
safe.
kill me.
Yeah.
Nikki or Nicola said that she really, really wants to go to rehab. She wants to get better.
But it's not easy. It's not easy.
But wanting it is the step in the right direction.
There's no free. There's no free rehab.
It's no. Is there no like state, like government rehab?
No, I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Probably.
Yeah.
But no, I know what you mean. Like you think of rehab, and I think of a like expensive bill.
It is expensive.
You think of posh people going to rehab.
No. About $4,000. That's for like 2 months. Yeah. It is expensive. And if your family can't afford it, if you can't afford it.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, I think so many services like that should be more easily accessible to people. Like so much more should be made accessible for people to get to. Like people like Nicola, who wants to give up.
Yeah. But if you don't have like
Just she doesn't have the resources or the support.
she don't have no support.
No.
That's a set up. I think she's been set up. She's been set up to fail.
Mhm.
You can't expect her to get better.
Not without help, I don't think.
No, she can't.
No.
That's what I'm saying. People want people to change, but
They aren't willing to offer the help to.
yeah.
Mhm. I really I hope she does. I hope she gets help, and I hope that she does turn. Like it's not too late. I hope she does turn her life around and learn to stop seeking the validation from other people and like learn to love herself and feel enough.
Yeah.
Have you got anything else you'd like to add at all?
No.
Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you have enjoyed. Thank you.